scores are being tabulated, so you're going to be entertained. So I'm going to introduce Mr. Adam Adam Chua, come on stage to be here and entertain you. Shh. You're ready. You want the scores now? Oh, you want to say no. You want the scores now? You want to say no. You want the scores now? Okay, let's invite Mr. Adam Chua first. And you ready? Your mic works?
Check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Not ready. It's not ready.
You gonna use this?
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Wow, I can see my fans there holding my caricature high up there. Yeah, turn around and show it to the audience. Come stand up and show it to the audience. Yeah, thank you very much. Just earlier on, we had a caricature session outside where we take 3 minutes to draw a subject. So we drew for families. I think we drew even 6 person on a piece of paper. Now, allow me to introduce myself. Adam Chua is my name. I've been a caricature artist for 8 years, a comic artist and a cartoonist for almost 30 years. I've been drawing since 7 years old. I didn't spend too much time on the computer. I spent a lot of time on my pen. So for those young, aspiring artists, if you want to draw, please put your iPad one side or your handphone aside, pick up a pen and try drawing. Okay? Now, since 7 years old, I started drawing. There was no iPad at the time. There was not much about computer. Computer was like Apple and all the screen, digital numbers appearing on the screen. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Testing 6. On that, of course, you are. Never mind. Let me continue with the microphone until they get the wireless mic on. First, as I was saying, I was drawing since 7 years old. I love drawing. My dad brought me a blackboard because I was drawing on the wall at that time. Then I have a twin brother. His name is Chua. So we got twins. So whenever I go for a gig, they were surprised that I can be at 2 places at one time. And so we love drawing. So being twins, we always like to compete with one another. We want to outdo each other, get attention. And the more we draw, the better we get. And our brothers are all artists. There are 5 brothers in the family. So we love to draw. Then eventually we pick up all the skills from the elder brothers because we are the youngest twin. Right? So eventually we realized that cartoon is one thing we love to draw, then we want to do comic because we want to tell a story. It's natural. This is a natural process of an artist that when you draw, you want to tell a story. After telling a story, you get inspired by people have read your comics and say it's good, then you want to animate it, then we go into digital animation. Then we have to develop characters for the comics. To draw characters for the comic, you can't draw everyone looks alike, It's very hard to tell a story. So then we start to realize that when we look at people's faces, then we are able to draw them well. In differing features, differing eyes and all that. Now before I was in drawing, and we run a small business called Face of Man. It's a skincare salon for men. It's been running for almost 27 years until now, with 4 outlets in Singapore. Through our experiences when we were trying to draw the subjects' faces and explain to them about the skincare problem, we realized that we have the power to draw them so fast. Then one day we took a challenge and said, okay, after 20 years, let's try and do something outside and draw caricatures for people, entertain them, because caricature is about entertainment. Though it may be scary that caricature can ridicule you. And of course, caricature originates from the West. They drew Obama, right? Big ears, so big, they can listen to everybody. So, and Asian caricatures, you have to be different because if we were to stick to the Western concept of drawing to shatter instead of drawing to flatter, you get no cue. That means no Asian will queue up, because imagine they dress up so well and then you sit in front of you and you draw teeth is so hideous and so big, they'll be shocked. But to the Western, they love it because, it's about laughing at themselves, having fun. To the Asian, we are a bit more serious because we want everything more proper. So we evolve, we change, and we decided to say that, okay, maybe Asian caricature should be portrait looking alike, okay, in simple strokes, but we put them in comical situation. Now I'm sure you are curious. Now let me change my microphone. Thank you. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Testing. Louder. Okay, can you all hear me? Yes. Okay, now I know what face lead is like now. With the tape on the face. So let me go on stage because very soon we're going to show you a demo about caricature. What is Western caricature? What is Asian style caricature? So in order to demonstrate about caricature, we need to invite, so when you're preparing with your hand, no, we need a gentleman, okay? One Asian and one Western. I've been walking around and I saw him, so sir, would you mind coming up here? Yeah, the stairs over there. Sir, over there, gentlemen, can you please come up? Yeah, so just volunteer. Come on. Let's tell me to show to the audience what is Western style caricature, which is the original caricature that started in Europe and America. Okay? Sorry sir, how can I introduce yourself? Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Andrew Gregory.
Andrew Gregory. Please give Andrew Gregory a round of applause. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew, would you like to take a seat over there first? Yeah. And you are? Intan. Let's give Intan a round of applause. You can take a seat over here. Okay. How fast can I draw one person? Can anybody guess? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. So why not you time me? Alright, we are going to invite, sorry, what's your name, boy? What's your name? Ivan. Sorry. Ryan's going to take a recording of me doing an Asian style caricature, a Western style caricature first, then followed by Asian style. Compare the difference. And are you all ready? Yeah! Okay, let's start. This is my working bag, and it's also a chair. So we are very well prepared because caricature has become a professional job. So we got to prepare in case sometimes there's not enough chairs. I'll be sitting with my back facing you, so maybe you might catch a glimpse of what I'm drawing. Alright, and of course with the help of Ryan, you can get a good view at the screen of how I draw. Okay, Andrew, we're going to start with you first. Ryan, maybe you want to take the angle here. The angle, right? Some shadow cast, huh? Okay, are you ready? We're going to do Western style caricature. Something that probably you can relate. Have you seen those caricatures done on newspaper and magazines before? Yeah. So you know they are really extreme, right? Yeah. Yes, that's right. That's something about how you perceive caricature as something fun. You know? Yeah, good. Now the thing about drawing an Asian and an Asian and a Caucasian, the difference is that Caucasian have deep-setted eyes. So whenever you want to draw a Caucasian or a Chinese, always remember, Caucasian with deep-setted eyes, draw their eyes as close as possible to the eyebrow. Yes, that's how you get it. Huh? So, look over here. Sorry. Thank you very much. So I finished with the first part of the caricature. The second part is to do what we call highlight, okay? Darkening to show the depth, okay, of the eyes. If I'm blue, I will probably color his eyes blue. Okay, there you go. So you notice now the picture appears a bit like 3D because of the highlights of the color. And of course, I think your wife would agree that you look very good on this caricature, am I right? So we're going to make him even more popular. Ladies and gentlemen, and then I believe this is your lipstick color. Now what we're going to do is that you're going to hold the caricature beside you, and then you just want to take a close-up video for 6 seconds to show to the audience to compare. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Ladies and gentlemen, okay. So Andrew, you want to stay on and watch how I draw in cut? Okay? Yeah? Okay. Are you nervous in cut? Okay, Asian style caricature is whereby we draw the right ratio of the face, okay? Because sometimes we go to event, we meet up with different demographic of guests. Some are, are more open-minded. Some are very serious, especially those ministry events. So you will be very tactful when you draw. You can't draw the one that minister with body like that, the lipstick. I'll be in trouble. So there's a lot of ways that when we draw caricatures, it's not just about drawing a person. You must engage in conversation to understand the subject or the guest you are drawing. Then you are able to relate to your style of drawing, and you can draw it tactfully, but yet in a humorous manner. So let's do an Asian style caricature then. Thank you. Okay, now I'm drawing in cut. Okay, and in cut you just look in front. This is another style whereby we draw almost with the same proportion, alright? Especially with women. Because women, when they dress up so well for an event, you don't want to shatter their whole day. Particularly Asian women, okay? Now, if you go to Japan and Taiwan, if you notice when they draw caricature, they draw you as cute, kawaii style. In Japan and even in Taiwan. When you sit down in front of their caricaturists, they will draw in a manner to make you look pretty and cute, or handsome and nice, So that's the style when I observed. I was part of the International Society of Caricature Artists, so we noticed the different style they are drawing. So you notice I draw in cut as normal. Alright? So right there. That's your colleague. Are you teaching here? Oh, okay, good. Okay, we have done. I've finished the caricature now, so I'm going to do the highlight. This moment I adjust my mind. Okay, should be better. So you notice the face, we did not exaggerate too much, Andrew. You notice, Andrew. And in fact, later I show you. Don't take a look first. Surprise is good. Huh? Surprise is always very good. Huh? Just like unwrapping a birthday gift. Yeah. Okay. Now we add the glow. Okay. We want to hold this. Take a look first. So, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew, would you like to show yours to the front, to the audience? I'm not upside down, please tip normally, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, can you capture the two caricatures together? Yeah, see. Now notice the difference, Andrew has bigger set of teeth. That's how we exaggerate for the Western style caricature. We could do more actually, but because of the time span, we try to cut short and try and make it simple and explain to you what Western style caricature is like and what Asian style caricature is like. So thank you, Andrew and Engtak. Thank you so much for your time here. Thank you, Engtak. Thank you so much for you. I got to sign it because in 20 years you never know it's going to cost a lot. You're going to be rich. Thank you, Andrew. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so far you understand what Western caricature is like and Asian style caricature is like. Anyone has any question so far? Any question? Now, as I explained earlier, the way that I draw is fast is because since 7 years old I've been drawing. So any of your kids start at 7 or 12 or 13. If you were to become, if you keep drawing, and probably in 10 years time you could even draw as fast as I am or even better. You know, so it's all a matter about practicing. This morning, I had my apprentice. You see, we have no time to teach them, but we always believe that to train a caricature artist, bring him on site, throw him into the sea and make him swim. And we have Wee Hong here who is filming me. Can you stand up, Wee Hong? This is his first day with me to draw caricature. He's an 18-year-old boy. You know, a week ago I received a call from him. He says, Adam, I remember you drew me and I'm very inspired. I want to draw as well. I said, can you draw? He says, yeah, I've been trying and practicing for almost 2 years. 2 years or 6 years?
2 years probably.
2 years. And then today I told him, say, why not you follow me to ACS, sit down there and draw. And when he draw, it started off was a bit challenging. His lines was all crooked. But then after about 1 hour, he was highly acceptable. He drew so well. It's like a portrait drawn in about 5 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Wing Hong. To be an artist, you need to have experience and practice. Alright, that is very, very important. Keep practicing, keep gaining the experience, and then you never know within that hour, the first day he came, he can grow. And a lot of people ask me, as a caricature artist, what are the challenges you face? The challenges is not about now drawing how the person looks like on your artwork. It's not about the likeness anymore. It's not about the speed anymore. It's about putting that smile on the person's face. Or when he's holding the caricature and he had a good laugh, just like the two gentlemen earlier on. They had fun, and you all had fun. So the style of caricature has evolved. We need to engage and entertain. And I watch 3 movies a week. Any genre of movie, because I need to understand about the current trend, the current movie characters, and we will draw them with the current characters. Like for example, Pacific Rim is a recent show, we went and watched it, now we are able to draw it with the robot, with the person's head. So that's how we update ourselves, keep up to trend, and create every caricature event something new to look forward to. And I'm also a Singapore Tourism Board tour guide. I was very fortunate that I learned about the cultures of all the 4 races. When you understand the cultures of people, you can draw something relate to what they like. For example, there was this Indian man who came up to me and he says, "Sir, can you draw me Bahubali?" And I said, "Sure." I've watched the show twice, episode 1 and 2. So I drew. There was this scene whereby the queen saved the baby from the beginning of the show. This queen jumped into the river and hold the baby, but one hand was holding the baby high up above the water level. For those Indians who watch the show Bahubali, am I right? That was very dramatic, holding the baby up. And she was submerged in the water. And she was drowned, but yet she's still holding it, until the villagers came and rescued the baby. So we drew the baby by the face of the subject. And he got down there, he shouted, "Bahubali! Yes!" He loved it, even though it is the body of a baby and a hand coming up from the river holding the baby, which has his face. So you see, if you understand anything that relates to the person's alright, so I think it's about time, 5 more minutes. Do you want to watch me draw again? Okay, maybe we have one kid, someone who has not drawn. So we need one young boy and young girl, okay? Let's prepare, let's go right to the back now. Let's go to the back. Okay, the girl in green, jumping up and down. Wow, she's trying so hard. The young boy over there with the mother holding the hand, helping him to jump higher. So all this, they put a lot of effort. So, come take a seat. What's your name? Arena. Okay, Arena. Let's give a round of applause for Arena. And a round of applause for Ethan alive. Ethan now, you're Ethan. Okay, no. Ethan Lau. Okay. So Ethan now. Okay, now take a seat over there. Ethan, do you have a favorite superhero? Do you want to be Spider-Man, Batman, or a cockroach? You want to be Cockroach Man? You want to be a Star Wars character? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan has requested for a Star Wars character. Let's see whether I can do that. Ryan, are you ready, Ryan? Okay, we got 5 more minutes, so this will take about 5 minutes. Okay, no problem, take your time when you're ready. Okay. Okay, Ethan, do you want to hold a lightsaber? Can you show me how you hold a lightsaber? Can you stand up and show me how you hold a lightsaber? Right over here. Wow! Wow! Wow, that's challenging. Can you hold on for about 1 hour? Okay, now you get back to your seat. Later you show me the pose again, alright? Now I take 1 minute to draw your face. 1 minute to draw your face. Okay, look in front and give me a big smile. Very good. Your mom was helping you to jump up and down, right? Very good, Ethan. Very good. Very good. Okay, Ethan, don't look behind, right? Surprise is good, right? Do you like surprises? Okay, Ethan, would you like to pose now? Stand there and show me the Star Wars, how you hold your... Wow. Now, I can't draw over your head because your head here is too big. Normally for caricature, we draw big head, small body. But I will make sure I have your S pose. Everyone give Ethan a round of applause! It's amazing, right? We pose very well, amazing. Ethan, that's your caricature. Thanks. You like it? Okay, yeah. Go on and look at the camera for a while. Go on. Put it at the side of it. Yes. Go on. Okay, thank you very much. Ethan? Okay, plastic bag for you. Okay. Thank you. Now next. Alina. Whenever I have a younger sitting in front of me, the simple question is always for a children's party. Do you want to be a princess, a mermaid, or do you want to be a dancer? 3 things. Rarely I get someone telling me I want to be a zombie. I had that, yeah. I want to be a zombie. You want to be... She wants to be Wonder Woman! Wow! Okay, Wonder Woman, challenging. You know what's a Wonder Woman? Someone who is wandering a lot. Wandering around the school compound, you know, and refuse to go home. That's Wonder Woman. Now we are drawing for we are drawing Wonder Woman, the movie version, okay? Whenever I draw an adult and they say they want to be Wonder Woman, in my mind, I always draw them wondering, thinking whether the child had breakfast, whether the child in school behaved, wonder. Now, Alina, Wonder Woman. Hold it. Okay. Okay, gentlemen, Alina. Okay, so audience, thank you so much for giving me the time here. I'd like to thank ACS Junior also for giving me the opportunity again to do a show here. So, do you all have any question before we end this session? Anyone, any question? Yes, boy, you have a question? Why don't my hand get tired? The reason is because I keep drawing every day. And the longest I ever drew was 14 hours in IKEA. Non-stop. And I never get tired because it's something I enjoy doing. And when you enjoy something, you just refuse to stop. And then at the end of the day, only when you get home, then you realize you got to hang up your hands because it's tiring. Yeah. Okay, question? What is the most difficult portrait I drew? Wow, they are like really adult question now. Well, the most difficult portrait I drew was when we were asked to draw someone with the eyes crossed. Because the person has these eyes that right in the center, there's this little, they couldn't see very well at all. And the mother insisted that I drew him. So what I did was that I drew him sideways. That's how I faced the challenge. Not drawing the eyes close together is not drawing to look like him, because in art we have to draw what we see. We cannot cheat ourselves. You know, that's art, you know. And of course, we also cannot draw in a manner that is offensive. So in order to balance that, that was the most challenging, was that we realized the best way is 45 degrees. So the other eyeball, you cannot see it clearly. Okay? Well, the last question, yes. How long have I been drawing? Since 7 years old. So it's about 46 years. I'm married 53 this year, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you so much for the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adam. Let's give him a round of applause. Did you enjoy it? I can hear you. Welcome, VI. Are you ready for your announcements? Are you ready for the awards?